What's up, bros and hoes, whatever floats your goat? I'm Relentless, and if you're hearing this voice, you are the revolution. Not, but anyways, this is a different kind of video. I wanted to get my opinion out there on my thoughts and reactions to the Division content creators. Now, there are several out there that I highly respect, and each have, almost pretty much mastered their craft. I mean, you can look at their sub counts. Um, their comments of people, like them, they dislike them, but it's not all bad. I mean, even though somebody might make a bad comment about them, it's not necessarily that they are bad content creators. It's just they prefer a different style. So let's jump right into it. Let's get on with the first one. Let's start with Skilled Up. I respect this man. Great content creator. He does a phenomenal job on all his videos. He does a great job editing. He's the number cruncher. If you want to know numbers on PVE builds primarily, or even on occasion PvP builds, then he's your go-to guy. Even for vendor resets. If you want to know what's good for both PvP and PvE, and want to go with someone that is highly respected, very knowledgeable, and will put it and give it to you straightforward, that would be Skill Up. He doesn't do too much PvP or PvE videos, but when it comes to being informative and knowing his facts and fact checking the division, then he is your go-to. Now let's move on to Breezy Peasy. He's recently just returned to back to Division build videos. Glad he's back, and he's one of my favorites. He's also a very informative. He's more of, I wouldn't say in your face, but as far as instead of like gameplays, he's more or less your Twitch streamer gameplay dude. But when it comes to actually YouTube videos, he's your informative. He gets up close and personal. He's like, hey, what's up, guys? I'm Breezy Peasy. And then you gotta love his outro. Smash that like button and smash that subscribe button. But when it comes to knowledge as far as leaks, upcoming things, patches, state of the game, he's right up there and my top two favorites when it comes to wanting to know information on the division. With future content, his opinions on said content, and basically all things division. And his craft differs from Skill Ups, but they are both great content creators. Now, when it comes to Marco style, like Butter, and RX, um, once again, these are the three that I highly respect. So these are my top five. Um, they all have their unique character and their unique style in their videos. They do awesome editing jobs. They're very informative. Um, some do more in the PvP and others do in PvE, and then they got their balance. But regardless, out of these five content creators and the content that they actually put out, you couldn't really ask for a better group of guys. I know there are some that I'm leaving out, but we'll get to that in a moment. But go check them out. Like Butter, Breezy Peasy, RX, Marco Style, and Skill Up if you want vendor resets or information as far as on all things Division and great and awesome editing jobs, then go check them out. But by all means, don't count me out. I mean, yes, I'm a newcomer, like the baby of the bunch. They were already established and set up when I came into the YouTube game, so to speak. And I'm still learning. I've learned a lot from them, and watching each of their styles and how they present themselves and their content is great inspiration for any content creator, and not just Division. Skill Up does cover other games such as just like the other ones. Whether it be Destiny or Battlegrounds, H1Z1, such as like Butter, or all these other games. Each have their character and characteristics that the fans of theirs and their fan base absolutely love. One might prefer one over the other, but that's just not because that they're bad content creators. It's just a style difference. Some prefer a little more, being serious, and some prefer, a serious with a side of comedy, and some just a pure out, comedy, such as, I act a fool. But I try to do my best when it comes to information and leaks and whatnot. But my go-to things are pretty much, as you can tell, build videos, and also when it comes to PvP content. I do PvE, but I prefer the action and the up close, in your face with the PvP, whether it be the PvP on training wheels, like I call the Last Stand, or it's true PvP and how you build your builds, and you took the time to create something and that's what you're using, and not just slapping something together, not really focusing on or having to grind for great stats or god roll things, because as far as armor based values on certain gear, it's all normalized. So I mean, that's why I call it PvP on training wheels. But anyways, for the one that I didn't mention, I'm not gonna necessarily say their name, but in a way, it's not a bad content creator. It's just I don't prefer him, just because I would say integrity, character, and I wouldn't call it nostalgia, but more or less stale content. It's the same thing over and over, and he has like these little minions doing all his more or less work for him, such as crunching numbers or whatnot. He relies on everybody else in his community in order to do his job for him. And then in his community, his staff are pretty much, I wouldn't say Nazis, but let's just say if you don't agree with them, then basically you better watch out, or you're just going to get kicked from the community. And who'd want to be in a community where their staff treat the members like sheep? Talk about them behind their back, say that 90% of them are absolutely stupid and should never been born. And, just hearing that and things along that nature, that just caused me to lose total respect and regards for the majority of his staff, with the exception of maybe one or two, and for him himself, for not more or less handling it in a better situation. Regardless whether they were, at the ETF, twice or not, the facts still remain. Integrity and character speak a lot, not just when it comes to, content creating, but it also tells you a lot about the person. When I understand that it's a job for most people, but when you take the time and the care, and not just the care and how you make your videos, but as far as being up for it, upfront, and blunt honesty to the point. I'm not worried about getting my feelings hurt by anybody or no means, or what you should say, because everybody is entitled to their opinion. But just because you don't agree with their opinion doesn't necessarily mean drop the hammer on them, or the wrecking ball, so to speak, or stab them in the back. But anyways, that's just my take and my opinion on content creators and whatnot when it comes to all things Division. And I want to know what you guys think of, not just these that I mentioned, but also on my content, on how I can make your experience on watching my videos better. Where you prefer a little more comedy, you like, the little clip scenes of teabagging or whatnot, or, what other games you'd like maybe to see on my channel, such as, Rainbow Six Siege, H1Z1, all these upcoming games, Ghost Recon, Wildlands, whatever game, is possible, whether it be on any platform, PC, Xbox, or PS4, let me know in the comment section below. And first and foremost, above each and everything, I value each and every one of my subs. Thank you guys so much. By no means am I trying to fluff anyone's pillows out there, or, just put somebody's name out there on a thumbnail just to get likes or views, but to actually get my opinion out there, and to let these guys know, if they don't already know, that I respect you. Skill up like butter. RX Marco style, breezy peasy. You guys are awesome. I'm glad that you are covering the Division. In my opinion, it kind of sucks, and that it's kind of like been an uphill, downhill roller coaster. But I get it. All games are, and this is more or less along this line of games. This is like almost a one of a kind, Division. But yet, I'm glad that they're still working toward making things better, even though we might not necessarily get any more new content. But they were still be working, to improve the game and its balancing, and they haven't canceled out new gear sets or anything else. So the sky's the limit. We can remain hopeful. But Destiny 2 is coming out, so it's sink or swim, and if year two content sinks, then we have somewhere else to swim. But anyways, I'm Relentless. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more awesome giveaways. We just gave away a console at 1K subs. Stay tuned. We'll be giving away a Cinch gaming controller, some Control Freaks, and also we'll have our 1K sub shirt out soon. So if you don't mind, I appreciate it so much. Please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Or as Breezy Peasy would say, smash that like button and smash that subscribe button. And go check out Revolution Gaming. It's an awesome gaming community. They do not treat their members like sheep. Your voice is heard loud and clear. We are there to help, not discriminate. We're there to back each other up, and we only promote our members and those from within because we want to see not just ourselves grow, but also our community members. So thank you guys so much. And as always, this is your boy Relentless, and we'll see you guys fudging later.
Panda, 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 panda. I got broads in Atlanta, just to the lean the family. Credit cards in the scammers, hitting the licks in the van.